Hi, I'm here today with David Stretton-Downes. David's the CEO of Cedarwood Festival. Cedarwood Festival is a Christian festival. It's a weekend festival, takes place in the north of England, UK. The next festival is going to be 23 July 14th to 16th at Hollybush Christian Centre, Thirsk. You'll see all the information just below this video. So if you need any details about Cedarwood Festival, please check out their website at cedarwoodfestival.com. So it's great to have you along today, David.
It's great to be here, Viv, and looking forward to chatting with you.
Great. Right. I think it'll be good for us basically in this interview just to tell those who are listening how Cedarwood started and just give us the background to it and why and how that all started for you.
Thanks, Viv. Yeah, well, it was a few years ago now. We're just chatting here, and it's 2023, January. But it all started quite a few years ago, actually. The picture of Cedarwood, that I believe came from God, and it was in kind of 2017, 2018, where I was living in the northeast in Newcastle. I don't know where everyone's listening from, but that's quite far north for some. And yeah, I'd been involved in lots of different festivals in the south, and loved them, in different capacities, both attending and helping organize different events. And really, it was in the northeast when I was up here for a few years, working. It really was clear to me that there was nothing to gather the whole church as a capital C in the north of England, in the northeast. And there'd been many things in the past, with harvest event that was for the youth, in the northeast, which I think, Viv, you were involved with as well. And and there'd been many other events that had been for specific denominations and also certain age groups, but there hadn't been anything that had really tried to bring all that together. And essentially, there was a few things that were kind of coinciding, which really allowed it to happen. One was we felt God had said to us, "Gather my people to worship," and it was quite clear from one of the words, Psalm 104:16, which was, "And the Lord will abundantly water the cedars of Lebanon that He planted." And we really had a picture that each church community, not the building, the church community in the north of England was a cedar tree, deeply rooted. But when all the cedar trees came together, all the communities came together, it formed a cedar wood, and hence the reason that we came up with the name Cedarwood for the for the name of the festival. So that was that. There was the kind of spiritual aspect of we felt God was saying to us, bring people together, and there was the practical and logistical aspect that one of the other companies that I run is involved in putting on large scale events, and having done a lot of networking and throughout the UK, and it kind of made sense that we had some of the building blocks to be able to put something like this together, because it takes a lot of effort, it takes a lot of amazing team, and a lot of hours of work to do it. But we really believe that God put that on our hearts, and over the last 4 years, we've seen great community grow, people come together, different iterations of gathering to worship. So I could talk for many hours about it, but that's a bit of a snapshot.
Mm. Yeah, it's wonderful. It's the first one happened last year, didn't it? And can you tell us a little bit about that? What was it like putting it all together in the background? And
yeah, so the first one in the flesh, we say, happened for the public, happened in 2022. It was up in County Durham in the north of England, and it was really a great time. We had around 700 people in attendance across the weekend. It was really a great time just getting people and meeting together in the flesh. The first year, of course, since the COVID-19 pandemic, and a lot of people were excited to meet and be with each other and worship all together, and that was a very special time. And previous to that, we had a one day event, which was for our large team, that was kind of streamed virtually, which was a 24-hour virtual stream, which we had about 4,500, 5,000 people engage with over the last year. And even before that, we'd had a one day event in Chesley Street, gathering people with around 300 to 400 people. So it's been a real build-up, Viv. As you know, it hasn't just happened overnight, and these things, as you know, these trees or pictures of trees take quite a long time to grow. But in terms of the build-up, that question you just asked, we launched in 2022 as our first physical festival, with the aim not really specifically on a certain number. It was more just, the Lord will bring the people that He wants to bring, and that happened. And it was such a beautiful time. We had a lot of people from all over the place come, as far as Nigeria, Romania, people coming from London, and it was a blessed time with, I think 15 baptisms that we had on the Sunday. So that was special. In terms of the build up to it, we have a large team of volunteers that we call the Tribe, and they are really an amazing group of people who really are grafting throughout the year to make this happen. On top of that, we have obviously a core team, and then a board of trustees that are overseeing kind of the festival direction as a whole. Leading up to the festival specifically, we had a lovely 10 location tour in the Northeast to kind of build momentum and to gather people in key cities in the Northeast. And so I know we were in Hartlepool. We kicked it off in Hartlepool in 2022, and finished in York. And in fact, as we're speaking right now, we're just about to embark on the 2023 Cathedral Tour, which is going to be leading into the festival this year. So we can maybe touch on that in a second. But that was a bit of the background to before 2022.
So these evenings that happen pre the festival, what are they all about? So you've said there that they're going to be happening in cathedrals. Can you tell us where, and can you tell us what the purpose and point of those evenings are?
Yeah, so the tour, Viv, really is to build community, to worship Jesus, and to also direct people to the festival in terms of give them a snapshot, give them a taste of what they can expect at the festival. And we really see it as a bit like the festivals are a bit like John the Baptist, preparing the way for what God's going to do at the festival. So we're going around, we're worshiping, we're setting fires alight in these locations down the spine of the Northeast, from Hexham down to York this time, and pointing people to the festival, not because the festival is Jesus in any way, but because it's where we'd love people to gather in a large number. And we just know, as many people do, that God does special things at festivals, and He does work at festivals that maybe isn't often seen in the life of the local church, but it's actually at festivals when you've got hundreds and sometimes thousands of people gathering that we see some really special things and works of the Holy Spirit. So we're looking forward to it. And this year, the Cathedral Tour, it's going to be in cathedrals, as I've just mentioned. There's a reason for that. We really felt late last year that God had put on our hearts the verse from Psalm 100, verse 4, which is, enter His gates with thanksgiving and His courts with praise. And, we felt these ancient, amazing buildings are probably some of the closest we will get to what it was like for, King David in the Old Testament to be worshiping constantly day and night in these amazing structures. And we thought, well, let's see what we can do. And so we pushed some doors, and here we are. We're going to be worshiping from Hexham Abbey down to Newcastle Cathedral, Durham Cathedral, Ripon Cathedral, and then finishing up in York as well. So we're really excited about that, and excited to bring together local worshippers in those regions, and build some excitement and momentum for the festival in the summer.
Great. What can people do? What do you want people to be doing now in the build-up to the next festival? Is there any help that you need? How can volunteers get in touch? Yeah,
there's a lot people can do. They can obviously join us on tour. We're going to be doing this tour once a month for the next 5 months, the final Friday of each month. So they can come and visit us, join, worship, get to know friends, meet community. I think that's a big thing as well. Just touching on what I said before, Viv, was one of the big aspects of having a festival in the north of England is that people can see each other on a weekly, monthly basis that they've, met at the festival in the summer, for example, and actually build those relationships. Whereas, if they have to travel 8 or 9 hours or 5 hours, even, it kind of becomes more of a long distance thing, and sometimes can wither out. So we're really excited by seeing what God's doing in that community and building His church there, and the healings and miracles that we've seen as well. It's been amazing. So people can get involved with the tour. They can obviously book tickets and come to the festival, and we'll be doing special discounts during this tour as well. If they want to get involved at the actual festival, they can contact us online and hear about the different options to volunteer. There are so many options, and we've got fun for all ages as well. So if they want to get involved, find out everything online and through our social medias.
What areas of involvement are available for people?
Yeah, Viv, it's a great question. There's so many areas. I would say that some of the key areas are helping with the youth, the kids' work, the catering, the stewarding and the hospitality. We have a great team leading our medical and our health and safety, on top of general welcoming that the festival is going to need. So it's a great team, and actually one of the reasons we've named the team The Tribe is because it's really a community or family with shared values, and that's what we are. We love Jesus. We want to worship Him. We want to gather as His people, and we want to see Him do mighty things in this region. So, so that's why they're called The Tribe. And if you want to join the tribe, then get involved and get connected online.
Brilliant. Well, we really appreciate what you're doing here, David. We know this isn't the only thing that you do, but we really thank you, and be assured of our prayers for Cedarwood Festival and for you and the team. Any last things you'd like to say before we finish?
Yeah, I'd like to just say, Viv, just what a beautiful expression myself and our team who are running the festival have seen over the last 2 or 3 years as the church with the capital C has come together. Churches, the local churches have really picked up the baton and seen what's going on and are responding. And it's amazing to have 30 to 40 now church partners who are calling Cedarwood their event for their church in the summer, and also just seeing many partners from outside the church come and be involved as well. The likes of Mission Innovation Fellowship and different organizations coming to show their support and exhibit. So it's a real blessing. It's not without its challenges as any project is, but it's a real blessing, and we're honored to be part of it, and we're excited about what God's going to do in 2023 and beyond. And we'd love to hear from you if you'd like to get in touch and be part of it.
That's great. Thank you, David. So again, if you'd like to get in touch, check out the website, cedarwoodfestival.com. It'll be great to have you on board. Thanks again, David.
Thanks, Viv.
Bye.